Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. Good boy. When we last left off, we had just finished up all the pre-Moria quest on the other side of the Elfin Arch here, the Sirannon Gate, and we were told to come out here and talk to Rathwald and do the Fall of Moria session. He was going to tell us a story about the Fall of Moria and what kind of dangers we could expect, what we were getting into, what had happened to Moria in the first place, why Khazad-dum had become Moria. Now, like I said, whenever I was doing this with Mindfiend about a week and a half ago, we totally missed this adventure here. But I looked it up, and fortunately you can do it. And it's where I originally picked it up. There's a guy in the 21st Hall. Once you get deeper into Moria, maybe about halfway into Moria over there, there's a dwarf inside the 21st Hall that you can pick up this quest from. And so if you miss it doing this, don't worry about it. You can get it inside. And you can always then repeat the instance. I think it's a repeatable instance after that. But we're going to go ahead and grab it now and talk to Mr. Rathwald here and see what he has to say.
Perhaps there is still hope.
The Fall of Moria. You have already lent great service to our expedition, Gnarlo, and I do not wish to be held responsible if you come to a bad sort of end. The history of Khazad-dum is sad and grim, and it is Bosie's wish that all who lend their aid to our cause know what might await them inside the mines. I will tell you the story of the Fall of Moria if you will hear it, and give reasons why Khazad-dum is called Moria by the elves, Black Pit. Listen well, and if you still wish to follow the dwarves into Moria, we can talk it over. So let us listen to the tale of the Fall of Moria. Hey, we got the little instance thing above his head now. Go. The Fall of Moria. We are going to be Nafni, a level 60 dwarf. The pride and glory of the dwarves was brought low when they dug too deep and disturbed a horror from the past.
Too deep and too greedily the dwarves delved. Little did they know what darkness truly lay in the deep places of the Misty Mountains. But Durin would not be dissuaded. Alas, what sorrow and shadows would come to Moria.
And here we are back in Khazad-dum at its height. That is Durin the 7th, I think, ahead of us. I think that's Durin the 7th. This is his mighty throne room. Oh, look at the splendor of it here. The glory and craftsmanship of the elves at the dwarves at their peak. Wow. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, let us go over here and let's talk to Severi. Take a quick look at what we look like here. Alright, can we turn on our little light? No, not can. Alright. So we are Nafni, I think what they said the name was. Alright, we're going to come over here and talk to Severi and see what he has to say. There thou art, Nafni. Where hast thou been? Lord Durin has been asking for thee. The elf delegates from Lothlorien are soon due, and he has some business to which he wants thee to attend before they arrive. He sits on his throne, Nafni. Go to Durin and lend him thine assistance, as is thy wont and thy duty. So we need to go talk to Durin the 6th. Okay, go talk to him with all haste. That we can do. So Durin the 6th is the one that we're about to go see here. There's our throne room guards. Wow. What must it feel like in here with all these big open lava pits off to the sides? Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Reminds me of the kind of splendor that they had in in the movie with The Hobbit, whenever you were in Erebor. See all the carven dwarf heads and all on the walls. The emblems of the Durin and the underground kingdom of Khazad-dum on the banners. Okay, let us go on in. Alright. And if it's all the same with y'all, I'm going to stop right there for a second. Let y'all look at the beauty of this wall ahead of us. Look at those carvings. Look at all those, the gold dwarves on the thrones off to the side. And the dwarven heads and all. I'm going to take a moment and I am going to fix my mouse because it is giving me all sorts of pain here. So I'm going to pause it and we'll be right back. Okay, we have returned. I think we've solved some of our mouse problems here. We've adjusted the sensitivity and all of it a little bit. Still not happy with it, but let's take a look back down the hallway. There we go. See, back down across the throne room. Back to where we entered back there at the far end over yonder. Such an impressive sight. Such an impressive sight. But I gotta say, you know, this is... You could understand the level of hubris and arrogance that could come into a dwarf whenever he's sitting here basically being attended to and sitting in a throne room of this kind of magnificence every single day. Let's take a look off to the side. There should be some more lava over there. Yep, see the pools of lava that are sitting there off to the thing? Nafni, my friend, I was hoping to speak with thee before the party from the Elfwoods arrived. It will take only a moment. And there's Durin the Sixth, last of the Durins. Thank thee for coming, Nafni. The delegation of elves will be here very soon, and I'd hoped to ask thee something. We have not had as many dealings with the elves as once we did, and it is my hope that this meeting will rekindle the old friendships. The glory and wealth of Khazad-dum is limitless, even if mithril is becoming more scarce by the year. But with the aid of the elves, we might delve even further afield. We must look to the future. It is to that end that I wish to make a gift to my son Nain, for he will be king when I am gone, though it not be for many years. Speak to Metcalf Stonecarver on the western side of the hall about making a statue for my son. It will stand in this throne room when the time of his kingship is nigh. So we need to go talk to Metcalf Stonecarver over on the western side, which is going to be right over here. Let us go and try not to jump into any lava. And I'm sure this is actually... won't let me jump over there. Oh, won't let me clear that one either. I guess we're going to have to come down here to the intersection. They don't want my dirty little dwarf feet walking across their intricate little carvings there, do they? Alright, here's Metcalf Stonecarver. Alright, Mr. Stonecarver. Nafni, hello, hello. It is an honor to speak with one held so highly in my lord's esteem. You describe the statue Durin wishes Metcalf to make for Nain. It will be done, friend Nafni, with all haste, but not so quickly that the product suffers. It will capture young Nain's lordly countenance, and were he to stand very still, no dwarf in Khazad-dum could tell the difference. Please tell my lord Durin that I will begin right away. Alright, tell him I will begin at once. Good enough. Alright, let's go back on out here. Go back up and tell Durin. Yes, I know you don't want me walking across your precious little inlays and carvings there. I do like this. Said you're getting a taste of what it's going to be like whenever we actually get into Khazad-dum here. Although, much of the splendor will be ruined splendor, I'm afraid. Thank thee, Nafni. Metcalf is an unparalleled artist whose works will always have renown for their place within Khazad-dum. Go to Sverri at the front gate of the throne room and await the delegates from Lorien. My son will be escorting them hither. So we need to go back and talk to Sverri again. Alright, Lord Durin. Let's do as you wish and head all the way back here. Still don't have the mouse where I want it, but it's not really crucial in this particular mission. I think I'm gonna have to play with my mouse settings in Windows, not just in the game here. Such a gorgeous hall. Alright, Sverri, where are you at? Thought you were the guy that, introduced us, that greeted us as we came into the gates down here. The elves are nearly here, Nafni, escorted by Nain, the son of Durin. They will surely be impressed by the majesty of Durin's halls, but let us not reveal our pride. The way of the dwarf is to be humble before his guests, Nafni, as thou dost know well. They shall not help but wonder at the halls of Durin. Do they not live among the trees? The great pillars of Durin's city are like to trees, but shaped from the very roots of the stone earth in stunning artistry. Ah, here they are. Welcome back, Lord Nain, and warmest greetings to the esteemed guest of Durin. Very good, Sverri. Nafni, come here. There's Nain, son of Durin, and who was hoping to be Durin the Seventh one day. Nafni, these are elves of Lorien, come to speak to my father about our continued friendly relations and trade. Wouldst thou announce to my father that we have arrived? Yes, good Lord. Durin, I got one thing that you might want to consider, man. Put in a subway. I think a subway, a cable car system, perhaps even some mine carts being pulled by goats. Any of these things might be a rather useful addition to your throne room here. And trust me, would be quite impressive. Many of us would be more impressed by that than we would be by all these carved golden dwarf heads on the walls. At least I don't have to go down and work out in the mines in order to be fit. I think we've gotten that taken care of here. Lord Durin, your son awaits thee. I thank thee, Nafni. I see that they have come, and I am ready to speak with them about the continued friendship of the dwarves. Wait for Durin the Sixth to finish addressing the elves. Come closer, friends from Lorien. The hospitality of my house is yours. Oh, here they come. We thank thee for the courteous welcome, Durin, King of the Dwarves. Thy son has been so kind as to show us some of the exquisite work of thy people. Very good, very good. It's a joy to hear words of appreciation from such honored guests. Our peoples have been too long estranged. Ask anything of me, and it will be yours. I have heard rumor that the mithril of Khazad-dum is becoming more scarce. Lies spread by enemies of the dwarves. I am sorry. You must forgive my frustration. Such rumors wound my pride. Just this morning I received word of more mithril deposits below our deepest delvings. I will show them to you, that you may know the majesty of our mines. Nafni, come here. We will go at once and impress upon our visitors the glory and the bounty of the dwarves. So talk to Durin the Sixth again. Now entering the shadowed cave. Ooh. We think there's mithril down here, but something has driven the cave claws wild. This is a rather disturbing area, I've got to say. It brings to mind something about too greedily and too deep. You heard him say that we've discovered mithril down here below the deepest delvings. Alright, I should be back in just a moment here. I do apologize, just as I was going out to check on stuff and all, my wife called, so that little delay took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to. But you know what, let's go over here and let us talk. Whoa, a little too close. I like you, King, but not quite that much. Let's talk to Durin again. This cavern is deep and untamed, Nafni, and something seems to have stirred up the cave claws and deep claws that burrow here in the depths. Be so good as to clear this cave of the beast, so we may proceed to the mithril deposits in safety. So we need to defeat. Nafni will eliminate the cave claws. I will show our guests the great wealth beneath Khazad-dum. I need to clear the maddened cave claws and the crazed cave claws. Alright. Boom. Boom. I love the dwarven kicks there. Always have. Have no idea what any of these skills are. And you know, since none of them actually apply, because none of them are anything that you get as a real dwarf, it really doesn't matter. It's just like whenever you see the stuff when we're fighting, when we had that instance where we were Lairdan, and we were fighting against all those Angmarum, the skills that they gave us didn't actually apply to anything. They were apparently skills that only the old elves could get, so it really did not matter. Alright, let's go back and let's fight him now. Alright, you see what we're going to be doing? We're going to defeat 5 more of these cave claws, and then we are going to head back over here to Lord Durin, and we will see you when we get here. Good Lord, this place doesn't look any nicer from this angle than it did over yonder, does it? There's some creepy, creepy caverns up underneath Khazad-dum. That's all I got to say. Alright, let me defeat some more cave claws, and we'll see you again in just a bit. And we are approaching the last of our cave claws here. You know, when all the cave claws down here are listed as maddened and crazed, I begin to think that, you know, maybe there's a reason for what's going on down here. Alright, there we go. Have you slain all the cave claws and deep claws, Nafni? Why, yes I have, Lord Durin. Yes I have. Let us go further down into the cave, shall we? Very good, my friend. Now we will show the elves the great bounty of mithril that still lies beneath Khazad-dum. Now to the deepest passage, beyond which lies the great veins of mithril. This way, my lord. My team found mithril down this passage. Creepy, creepy place. There you go. We got pools of lava, so you know we're on at least level 10. Level 16. Help him break through this wall, Nafni. Let us show the elves that our supply of mithril will not fail. Oh, what is it that the wall is slightly cracked? There we go. That did it, Nafni. Oh my God, the Lord of Fire and Shadow. What manner of beast go. Arch nemesis, ancient evil. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff you run into. Nafni, protect my son. He must rule in Khazad-dum now. That's what you run into when you start working on the lava layer. Oh no, Nafni, we're trapped. Stay here, Nafni. It is Durin's command that thou must live. Oh, wow. Dwarf Miner and Durin the Seventh. Die, monster! I tell you now, you will be tempted to go further in here, but if you do, you start taking damage. Start taking the environmental fire. See, there you go. He's already killed Durin and the Miner. And now we've got his attention. Ooh, this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good. Okay. Come on, come on. Open up, open up. Come on, open it up, open it up. Do not have permission to use that. Whoa, the wall suddenly collapses. The way out is clear. Alright, the Lorien elves just took off. Nafni, this day, run. Doom upon the halls of the dwarves. The terror pursues us. Doom upon the halls of the dwarves. Think you know we're part of the, what was that terror? I've never seen its like. It is terror from another age, a Balrog of Morgoth. 1,000 curses on the greed of the dwarves. It should be slumbering still. What are the fabled courage of the elves? I did not see these stand against the shadow. Thou hast doomed thyself, and thy kingdom will perish. I shall warn the Sylvan elves to flee ere this evil speals from thy gates. Talk to Nain again, Lord of Moria. Yes, he is the king now. We must retreat, Nafni. We have no other option. But I swear on my father's name that I shall slay this Balrog, this ancient evil, this horror from a distant age. Khazad-dum will not fall. I cannot die here, Nafni. Slow its pursuit. What? What do you mean? What am I supposed to do? Trip it when I get stuck in its hooves? Oh my God, slow its retreat. One thing you can definitely say, and it's not a criticism, but you see it, I've talked about it before in several of the parts of the book, that Tolkien was definitely a man of his time and definitely a man of his place, and that he has definitely got that thing of royalty being royalty and class, shall we say. You know, like right there, the royals run off and leave you commoners to deal with the problem. I must live. I am the king's son. And I think in where I saw it, in the books is where I saw it, is in the cleansing of the Shire. You know, one of the last chapters where Frodo and them come back and Sharky has taken over the Shire. And he wants to, the townspeople, all the hobbits are wanting to kill Sharky for all the evil he's inflicted upon them. And Frodo stays their hand and says, no, he is of a high order that we should not dare to raise our hand against. And it's like, what are you talking about? He's a common thief and murderer. I don't care if he is a Maiar or a fallen Maiar, and you probably couldn't kill him anyway. Although Wormtongue seemed to just fine, so there you go. But yeah, it's like, oh, even fallen evil and eating your children alive for his breakfast every day, we should not raise our hand against him. So, you know, he's a product of his time and a product of certain thoughts of high fantasy and chivalry and stuff. So we won't hold that against him. Still love his books. Let's talk to Rathwald.
We will reclaim the lost halls of Khazad-dum.
Though Nain and his kinsmen stood against the great evil that slew Durin, they did not stand long. Nain was killed by the Shadow the following year, and the dwarves were forced to abandon Khazad-dum. Many of the Sylvan elves fled Lothlorien in terror of the Nameless Fear, flying southward and cursing the dwarves as they went. From time to time, some brave dwarf has been known to seek these halls. Lord Balin is the most recent, but despite some encouraging reports shortly after his expedition arrived, we have not heard from him in many years, and begin to despair of finding him again. Bosi fears that he has perished, but it could be that Balin lives still within some deep hall. It is possible, but my thoughts are like to Bosi's. Thank you for listening to the tale, my friend. You see now how important this expedition is to my people. So, finish now. And there we go, the fall of Moria. All right, that will complete what we are doing today, especially being that now it is, we've got the dawn rising. That instance has taken us until the morning. We are going to have a little pipe here. The next time that we see you, we will be back on the other side of the Sirannon Gate here, talking to Bosi, and heading to open the doors of Moria yet again. So we will see you again. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate your trip along with us. Hope you've enjoyed it. Bye-bye.